Hello everyone, my name is Where I Don't Care My Name Is, and here we go with my review for The Shining. Alright, so with Dr. Sleep coming up, I wanted to take a look at this film and see how it holds up even after nearly 40 years later. And of course, we're going to get a lot of references from The Shining into Dr. Sleep. I mean, obviously, especially if you saw the trailer, then you know what's going to happen. Obviously, you're going to get an idea of it. So, let's go over this, shall we? So, the film was based off a book that was written by Stephen King and was later adapted into live action by the late Stanley Kubrick. And Kubrick, for those who are not aware of this, did such films as Full Metal Jacket, Clockwork Orange, 2001: A Space Odyssey. So, he has done a lot of great films, and so The Shining, without question, I think one of his best films. One of them, at least. So I'm sure he has others. A lot of people will say that there are other films he's done that is better than this, but to me, this one is one of his best, and it's a very good film. So the story for this film focuses on our main characters, Jack, Wendy, and Danny Torrance, each played by Jack Nicholson, Shelley Duvall, and Danny Lloyd. And they go up to this hotel where they're going to be spending the next 5 months taking care of it. Jack got a job there, taking care of it as the caretaker. And they're pretty much stuck there by themselves. All the employees are leaving because there's a big winter coming in. And because it's out in the middle of nowhere, they're going to be stuck there. And there's no one else that's going to come out there to help them if anything happens. But while they're there, Jack was told that people have died there. The last caretaker actually ended up killing his own family. But Jack, pretty much ignores that and tries to go about the rest of his day. But eventually things start to go stranger out there, especially with Danny, who starts to see things because he has a psychic ability that allows him to see things that normal people can't see. Or as he is told by one of the characters, it's called The Shining. Or as he says it, you call it The Shining. Bad impersonation, I'm sorry. But point is, Danny's able to see all these things going on and knows that something is wrong with this whole hotel. And of course, Jack starts to lose his mind, starts to lose his sanity to the point that he is coerced by the evil ghost there to pretty much try to kill his family. So Wendy and Danny have to survive against Jack and have to get out of that hotel before they end up like the families who have been killed by their loved ones. So that's pretty much the story of this film, and what I love about it is we don't get to Jack losing his mind just like that. It takes its time. That's what I love about this film. We're introduced to the characters, we're introduced to them, going up to this hotel, and their time spending together, and we slowly see Jack start to lose it. We also get a little bit more background of these characters and why, what problems they each have, and I love this film, how well paced it is. It keeps you interested in what's going on, and it keeps you interested with all the supernatural things that happen in this hotel as well. And it's done well, and that's what I love about this story. Now I know Stephen King didn't like how the story was told, but in all honesty, it's done well. And so my flaw with this is I did wish Jack's character in the story was done a little better, but then again, it is Jack Nicholson, so you get what you get, and he still did a great job with this story. And once we get to this first act and then the middle act, and then once we get to the third act, which is pretty much where all hell breaks loose, it's a lot of fun. It's such a great good story. I think the only problem is it is a little too long. 2 hours and 40 minutes or 20 minutes, either way, it is a long film, so it is long, but still, it's not bad. I like the characters too. Again, I wish Jack's character wasn't looked as crazy as he was before, but he's not bad. The wife, Wendy, I don't know. She wasn't terrible, but at the same time, I don't know. I just think this wasn't the right role. But I did like the kid playing Danny. I actually liked him. Especially when you see him, talking to himself, you think, oh, this kid's crazy. But no, he's actually talking to a spirit there, and he's trying to help him, trying to warn this kid that, hey, all hell's breaking loose. So I like this kid. I think he's a very good character. A little, more motion here and there, but still not bad. All the other characters are okay too, but the main focus is just on this family, and we spent a lot of time with them, and that's pretty much the focus on it. So, character-wise, I have no problem with them. Again, it's just Jack Nicholson's character. Just, I wish. I'm not gonna lie. I love Jack Nicholson in this film, especially when he acts all super crazy. But it could have been done a little better. Well, what about the fear? Like, how is it when it comes to suspenseful moments? When it comes to the fear, how is that? Music, love it, especially with certain moments when it plays just right. The suspense, there is a little suspense, and I do like that. I love this psychology we got from this film, especially how. Can you imagine staying up there all alone, isolated for months? It can drive people insane. It can drive people to the point of a breaking point. And when they have that breaking point, they can snap. They'll do crazy things, and that's what I love about how it builds up to that. That's what I love about the fact that it slowly builds up to that. And once all hell breaks loose, it's done so well. And the environment where everything is set in just looks great. It looks awesome. It looks creepy as hell. I think my favorite part of this film is the maze scene where we see Jack chasing down Danny in the maze. And, you know, just imagine getting stuck in that maze and just trying to find your way out of there while being chased by a psycho with an axe coming after you. Like, damn, that's crazy as hell. So, I gotta say, 40 years later, does the film still hold up? It still holds up in my view. It's still a good, creepy kind of film. It's not like the best, scariest movie of all time, but it's still a good, creepy, psychological film that is done very well. Without question, it's one of Kubrick's best films, and I love it, and I can't wait for the sequel. I can't wait to see all the references we're gonna get from this film and see it in The Shine and Dr. Sleep. So. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. If you have a different opinion about this film, leave some comments below. Let me know what you think, or what you guys think about Dr. Sleep as well, or even the novel. And if you think the novel was a lot better than the movie, leave some comments below. Let me know what you think. Hit the subscribe button, check out my favorite page, check out my Twitter page, and I will see you all next time to give you more love and more entertainment. So until then, take care, and I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.